I'm Jody Lanier, North Carolina criminal defense attorney, Asheville DWI defense attorney. A lot of clients, when charged with DWI, often wonder, is there any way to get this charge dismissed or to beat it in some way? Generally, a dismissal is going to come from some sort of challenge to the constitutionality of how you were pulled over or to the constitutionality of the arrest that was made, or something of that nature, a constitutional issue that would have to be challenged in a suppression motion, in a sort of like a trial. It's a suppression hearing where your attorney would argue, based on the facts of your case, that your constitutional rights were violated in some way leading up to this DWI stop and arrest. The other way is to challenge whether or not you were appreciably impaired, and that is when you're actually going for a not guilty verdict in front of a judge in district court is the first level, and then if you do not succeed and feel that appeal is necessary, you would then go to Superior Court and try to get a not guilty verdict in front of a jury. In these cases, we're often looking at what are the indications of impairment, how did the officer analyze the situation and come up with the element of you being appreciably impaired, and that's the state's burden to prove that, and that's what we would attack in those cases. So basically, you have two primary tactics for challenging DWI cases. One being a motion to suppress on constitutional grounds, either the stop or the arrest typically, or challenge the element of whether or not you were appreciably impaired in an attempt to gain a not guilty verdict. Both are uphill battles, and it's going to take a very aggressive, strategic approach and an attorney who's willing to really analyze it and the case and go after that result. If you're on this site, you'll see below that I've listed the phases and broken them down, hopefully in a way that makes a little bit more sense. But if you've been charged and you're interested in challenging your DWI charges, you definitely want to contact a DWI attorney. I'd be glad to sit down and talk with you, free consultation, to see if we can find an angle or an approach to attack these charges that you're dealing with. Thanks for your time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of my site.